Do you also wonder what happens when we die? Different religions and cultures have different answers, and some of them are quite surprising. In this video, we will explore some of the most common theories in the beginning, and then in the end, we will see some of the most bizarre ones that you will find hard to believe. So, let's dive in. Theory 1: Heaven and Hell. This is the most widely held belief among Christians and Muslims, who make up more than half of the world's population. According to this theory, after death, our souls are judged by God according to our deeds and faith in this life. Those who are righteous and faithful are rewarded with eternal bliss in heaven, where they enjoy the presence of God and the company of angels and saints. Those who are wicked and unbelieving are punished with eternal torment in hell, where they suffer the wrath of God and the company of demons and sinners. Heaven and hell are described in various scriptures and traditions, such as the Bible and the Quran, with vivid imagery and symbolism. For example, heaven is often depicted as a garden with rivers, fruits, and palaces, while hell is often depicted as a fire with chains, snakes, and boiling liquids. It is meant to inspire hope and fear, as well as to motivate moral behavior and spiritual devotion. Theory 2: Reincarnation. This is the main belief among Hindus and Buddhists, who make up about a quarter of the world's population. According to this theory, after death, our souls are reborn in a different body or form, depending on our karma. Karma is the law of cause and effect, which states that every action has a corresponding reaction, either in this life or in a future one. Our karma determines the quality and the nature of our next life, which can be higher or lower, human or animal, or even divine or demonic. Reincarnation is a cycle of birth and death called samsara, which is driven by ignorance and desire. The goal of reincarnation is to achieve liberation, or moksha, which is the end of samsara, and the realization of our true nature, which is one with the supreme reality, or Brahman. It is supported by various scriptures and traditions, such as the Vedas and the Upanishads, as well as by some evidence of past life memories and regression. Theory 3: Simulation. This theory suggests that our reality is actually a computer simulation created by a more advanced civilization. According to this theory, after death, our consciousness either ends or continues in another simulation, depending on the rules and the purpose of the simulation. This theory is based on the assumption that it is possible to simulate a universe with enough detail and complexity to produce conscious beings, and that such simulations are more likely than actual realities. Some of the arguments in favor of this theory are the apparent fine-tuning of the physical constants, the existence of glitches and anomalies in the natural world, and the possibility of discovering the limits or the code of the simulation. This theory is not a scientific theory, but rather a philosophical hypothesis which has been proposed by some thinkers and scientists, such as Nick Bostrom and Elon Musk. Theory 4: Collective consciousness. At some point in your life, you might have felt a connection with someone or something that you cannot explain. For example, you have sensed what someone else is thinking or feeling without them telling you. Or you have had a dream or a vision that came true without knowing how or why. Well, according to collective consciousness, these are not just coincidences or illusions. They are signs that you are part of a larger universal consciousness, which encompasses all living and non-living entities. This universal consciousness is the source and the essence of everything that exists, and it is also the ultimate reality and the supreme being. It is what some people call God, or Brahman, or Tao, or the Force, or whatever name you prefer. According to this theory, your individual consciousness is not separate or isolated from the universal consciousness. It is a fragment or a reflection of it, like a drop of water in the ocean or a ray of light from the sun. You are not just a physical body with a mind. You are a spiritual being with a soul, and your soul is eternal and immortal because it is part of the universal soul. This theory also implies that after death, your individual consciousness does not end or disappear. It returns to its source, which is the universal consciousness. You merge back into the ocean, or you shine back into the sun. You reunite with the supreme reality, and you experience the ultimate bliss and peace. You also reconnect with all the other souls that are part of the universal consciousness, including your loved ones who have passed away and all the other beings that you have encountered in your life. And now, coming to our last and the most intriguing theory of all that we have discussed till now. Theory 5, quantum immortality. Have you ever wondered what would have happened if you had made a different choice in your life? For example, what if you had taken a different route to work, or chosen a different career, or married a different person? How would your life be different? Well, according to quantum immortality, you don't have to wonder because all those possibilities are actually real. They are happening in parallel universes where you are living different versions of your life. And the same goes for every other person and every other thing in the universe. Every time a quantum event occurs, such as an atom decaying or a photon hitting a detector, the universe splits into 2 or more branches, each with a different outcome. This means that there are infinitely many universes, each with its own history and future. Now, what does this have to do with death? Well, imagine that you are in a situation where you have a 50% chance of dying. For example, you are playing Russian roulette, or you are in a plane that is about to crash, or you are in a hospital with a terminal illness. In one universe, you die, and in another universe, you survive. But here is the catch. Your consciousness only experiences the universe where you survive. You are not aware of the other universe where you die because you are not there. You are only here in the surviving universe. And this happens every time you face a life-threatening situation. You always end up in the universe where you live, and you never experience death. So it means that you are immortal in a sense, because you always exist in some universe. Of course, this does not mean that you are invincible or that you can do whatever you want without consequences. You still age, you still get sick, you still feel pain, and you still lose your loved ones. And in some universes, you may suffer more than in others, but you never cease to exist, at least from your own perspective. In conclusion, none of these theories are proven or disproven, and none of them are universally accepted or rejected. What do you think? Do you believe in any of these theories, or do you have your own? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.